Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and League Summoners alike. I am Attackfang here, bringing you a very nice game. It's Go4Lol number 58, round number 2. On the blue side, we have Subterfuge Gaming, and on the purple side, we have the Hungry Community, aka THC. We have a little bit of interesting pings going out here towards bottom, but right here with me is Stocky24, the manager for Dirtnap Gaming. And he's going to go ahead and do the level 1 fights and introductions for the teams. Stocky24?
Hey everybody, Stocky24 here from Dirtnap Gaming. So you see Subterfuge coming over here. Dan is playing Anivia. He got into that river bush early, covering their blue. You do see the Hunger Community setting up for that red. Looks like that's where Mundo will be starting, possibly an early gank up top. We will keep an eye on that. But intros really quick. We have Nintendo, playing Caitlyn, going bot lane. I was telling you earlier how to say it, now I forgot. He'll be supported by Squad 5 playing Janna. Like I said, Dan Cletton is playing Anivia mid. You'll see Jumper going top as Riven, and Classy will be jungling Shyvana for the team. It looks like we won't have a level 1 fight here. You see Cog porting back. That is Brunch, who we had an AD bot. Supported by Clash with Nunu. That combo might be a little dangerous early on. We'll see how that goes. Ryze will be mid. Some Roasted Beef is his name. And Madly Bovine will be jungling Mundo. Rounded out by Asian Soul Taker playing Yorick top against Riven.
Yeah, and the CV did go out from Clash. You know, they do know that Subterfuge Gaming is there. I don't know if they're actually going to be able to do anything about it. The other CV goes out, and they do know that that the Hungry Community is taking the race right now, and Dr. Mundo is going to take the race, probably grab the blue, and maybe come for a level 2 gank top.
Do we see? Wow, it's been a while since I've seen a double CV. Both supports carrying a Clairvoyance. I haven't seen that in a while. No escapes on Janna. I mean, that's kind of dangerous there, don't you think? With the Kog'Maw Nunu lane?
It is a little bit dangerous too, and also she can't really flash to get a nice flash ultimate to be able to get the team out of position towards later game, and you know that is a little bit difficult. Kog'Maw with being able to deal a lot of damage, especially when he is level 7, and the Blood Boil just having his charging up with his Bio Arcane Barrage. You know, it's just gonna be doing a lot of damage to Nintendo and SF Squad 5. You know, especially considering that they don't really have any form of sustain at all other than Janna's shield.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't realize that in Champ Select there that she had no escapes. If I were Brunch and Clash, I'd be saying, hey, Mundo, easy gank spot on this Janna. Even if she hits that tornado, if you get slowed by that Nunu, I mean, that slow is pretty strong.
Yeah, and we also have SF Jumper here and Asian Soul Taker, going up top. What do you think is going to happen in this Riven versus Yorick lane?
I think Yorick has enough sustain to sit up here and poke Jumper out of it, quite honestly. For at least for about 5 or 6 levels until Jumper's able to get an item on him right off the bat. But I think early on the advantage will go to Yorick here. And, I mean, you see the burst, but he can just turn around, lifesteal it back up. I mean, there's not really much you can do. And you saw Jumper's taking that, popping those health pots. I think late game Riven will be stronger, but Yorick is, Yorick. Nobody likes fighting against him. I personally dislike him very much.
Yeah, and with Asian Soul Taker, actually, generally most Yoricks do go Mech Pendant 2 health pots, but instead he decided to go for the Cloth Armor 4, or Cloth Armor 5 health pots.
Yeah, he wanted that little. He knew that Jumper would probably be rather aggressive early on, trying to get that early burst down before Soul Taker was just basically unkillable. But so far it's working out for him. He's got that little bit of extra armor. He does have, let's see here, 75 armor to start the game off. So, I mean, that does negate a ton of that damage. Down on bottom, you see that Nintendo and Squad are pushing the lane pretty hard, but Kog'Maw probably will be able to just farm it on the tower here, get the last hits. They want to wait for a while until probably until Brunch gets that Zeal. What do you think?
Yeah, they're probably going to wait until Brunch gets that Zeal, and he can't really deal too much damage early, and Caitlyn is very good in the lane early. She's not particularly good late game, which is where Kog'Maw especially shines. So Nian is definitely going to be able to try to press his early game advantage and his laning advantage. You know, just kind of keep pushing up the lane, just try to get as much CS advantage on Kog'Maw as possible. As you can see, Kog'Maw is low on mana right now. He only has about 54 mana, so he can't really get his Bio Arcane Barrage up at this point in time. You know, at a really nice duration. You know, as much as he really wants it to. So his harass is going to be pretty low at this point until he has to go back.
Yeah, I just think later on you're going to see Clash get that slow on Caitlyn, and just the range and the damage from Cog is just, I think it's going to melt them. I think later on they're going to need a lot of help down on bottom from Shyvana.
Yeah, and Subterfuge having a really good early game, not being too aggressive right here. We're at 5:24 into the game. They have not recorded a kill yet, or any actually forms of aggression from the junglers.
Nope, the jungler's kind of just playing passive. You do see Shyvana trying to counter jungle. Wolves aren't there. She'll see that, probably go back down to her double golems and just keep running around. You see Bovine is level 4, and Classy is also level 4, so they're both, you know, doing the regular jungle pattern. They do see, it looks like Shyvana may try and gank mid here on Ryze. It's going to move in there. Ryze's flash, it gets exhausted. Yeah, the flash is up. I was going to say, if he was in any trouble, he was going to flash it out, and he did get out of there really quickly and very safely.
And Shyvana, you know, just lost her red buff, you know, just hit 5. She does have her exhaust down, which means that her ganks later on, until she gets her ultimate, is going to be pretty bad, and it's going to be very substandard, you know, because, I mean, Shyvana is a very good counter jungler, but her ganks are very subpar in comparison to other junglers, especially with Mundo, because, you know, Mundo, you have the constant slow with the cleaver, especially if you can hit it very well, and, you know, these top players can hit cleavers in a very good consistency, so it would be really hard for Shyvana to, you know, try to gank, you know, top or mid lane. You might try to go bottom for a counter gank, but that's generally the only thing that Shyvana can really try to do is counter jungle.
It's kind of a double-edged sword there, though. Like you said, the top players can hit their cleavers rather easily, but top players can also dodge skill shots rather easily. So, you know, it's really who gets a little bit of advantage. Wow, that damage coming on in Nian down there. He got his passive crit off, got a melee, and his Q just bursting down Brunch down there.
Yeah, and that does give him the advantage. You know, Brunch is either going to be forced back and you're going to have to, you know, they're freezing the lane here. You know, lane's naturally pushing his way, but Brunch can't move he can't move forward because, you know, he's pretty low on HP. He does get the pots. You know, they do find squad 5, but, you know, there's no one else around to be able to pick it up, so he's gonna be able to take down that ward.
You see Yorick, I was just looking at this because I saw Ryze, of course, has his tier of the goddess. I saw Yorick get one. I think it's kind of a curious route to take, especially when he started that cloth armor, but then at the same time, it's going to give him so much more sustain up top. Like, you see him come in and he gets bursted down a little bit, but look at that. He heals it back up, and Jumper just has to use his pots and do it. Like I said, I think pretty soon, I think once Jumper gets maybe a Wriggles, I kind of figured he'd go Wriggles route, but he went double Dorans. I'm somewhat confused there, actually.
And yeah, and an interesting thing too is that look at the vision between Subterfuge Gaming and the Hunger community. If we look at the blue side right now, we have a good amount of vision. We have it on a lot on the river and a lot in the enemy jungle too. But if we look at THC, we only have a single ward placed in the Tribrush. What do you think that's really going to do in terms of ganking for the for Subterfuge? You know, the advantage that they have vision wise.
Well, if we saw any ganking going on, then we'd be able to give you a little bit of info there. But I think right now, it's really good. Mundo's not able to gank. I don't think he's tried. I don't think he's even moved anywhere in the range of it. But he has, if he wanted to, he couldn't. He's got the wards, mid's covered, bot's covered. Top's not covered, but it will be shortly.
Yeah, you know, I'm fairly certain that Subterfuge does have a good advantage. He has 800 gold advantage. Oh, we have Shyvana coming across the side, but they're not gonna be able to do anything. Ryze does know. He does have that reaction time right there. I think Mundo was actually able to spot that out. But you know, I think that the Hunger community is actually very content, you know, just letting this go. They have Ryze, they have Kog'Maw. You know, there's no reason to try to push the advantage early when, you know, you do have these nice late game champions. And while Subterfuge does have a gold advantage, you know, just from being able to farm just a lot easier, I think they're content with just farming, just kind of keep farming and keep pressing that gold advantage, farming, grabbing dragons, objectives, etc. Just trying to snowball that way instead of, you know, trying to pick up kills.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at farm bot lane, 81 to 40 in favor of Caitlyn. Double the CS at just 9 minutes and 30 seconds. It's a pretty big advantage. That's a ton of gold in difference there.
Yeah,
Totals 2,800 for Caitlyn and 1,900 for Kog'Maw. It's almost 1K gold difference. It's pretty crazy.
And you know, Nian actually known for for his AD carries. You know, he does play a lot of them in high solo queue. You do see him a lot on a lot of the popular streams you see out, like Chaox's and Dyer's, etc. You know, he does play a pretty good Caitlyn. He does play a pretty good Vayne as well. We do have some pings coming out here from top. You know, they do know, Subterfuge does know that Madly Bovine is going to be here, so Mundo is not going to be able to get a gank for Yorick, who is down 70 to 60 in CS. What do you think that's actually going to do for Riven, you know, getting that CS advantage? Do you think that she's going to actually be able to kill Yorick at any point in time in this lane?
I don't think she'll be able to kill him one-on-one. What's she running summoner spells here? Flash Ignite. I mean, possibly, but to do it, I think two things are going to happen. One, she's going to have to tower dive, and two, to survive it, she's going to need to run away quickly and use her jumps and everything to escape, because Yorick will just pop his ult, turn around, and it'll just be a trade 1-to-1 there. But you do see the burst going down. Ow. See, look, both people taking burst, but in favor of Kog'Maw. Whoopsie. Of Yorick up there. He just lifesteals it back up, while Jumper just has to sit there and just try and play his burst as best he can.
Yeah, but the thing is, he is out of potions too. We do have some action coming in. The ultimate comes down. We could see Ignite coming down. Gets the Ignite, and this could be first blood. Gets it off. Jumper gets first blood, but we have Asian Soul. Oh, we have Clash slaying Nintendosh bottom. You know, SF Squad is being chased by Kog'Maw. He is gonna possibly go down here. Kog'Maw is out of mana and almost out of HP. We have Classy coming across the other side. The Yorick ultimate did expire, and Riven is able to escape here, but Classy is going on Clash. He does have the red buff, but can he apply one more time? The exhaust goes down. He just got it back up too, and you know, this could be a finish. The ultimate comes down, and he could pick up a double kill on Brunch, and he does pick up the double kill. Classy gets 2 kills, and that is a 3-for-1 exchange for Team Subterfuge.
Very, very nice there by Classy. I saw you got kind of a little tongue-tied there. Classy, Clash, Clashy.
Yeah, I know. It's so difficult.
A little difficult there, but very nice. Very well played by Shyvana there. Classy. Coming in there, picking up the Mundo, ulting at the right moment, get in there and catching him. Uh-oh. Looks like Squad might want to get out of there. Mundo lands a cleaver, and I'm pretty sure Squad's going to die. But
yes. Squad almost actually was in the brush there. He did put the ward down. Madly Bovine was there, but he was very hesitant in trying to initiate onto the Janna, and when he threw the cleaver, it just came short. They do know Madly Bovine is here, though. They're going to come across. They are going to find him. It does come across, and that is going to be easy kill. Dan Cletton picks up the kill. That is 1-0 for Anivia. 104 CS right now to 85 on the Rise. What do you think is going to propel for the mid lane?
I think Rise is a stronger late game champion for his team. I think with the shackle and the huge burst he can do with the cooldowns. I mean, yes, Anivia can throw down her AoE, drop the ball, and separate the team, but at the same time, Rise can sit there and spam that overload that, once he starts charging up that tier and stuff, will be hitting Anivia and Caitlyn and even Riven very hard. I mean, the AoE damage, plus you have Asian's ultimate going down on Kog'Maw. I just think late game team fight wise, I think it goes in favor of purple.
Yeah, and you know, team fight wise, it will go out in favor. But you know, we do have Subterfuge out to a 2K gold advantage. If they're able to snowball it up, it might not even matter if they, you know, do have late game champions. They're just gonna be able to win the game. We do have a wall coming out here, but you know, some roasted beef is just gonna be able to dodge it and just take just a little bit of damage from Anivia, because he didn't get his the rest of the permafrost off on roasted beef before he did get the E.
Yeah, 94 CS. I'm kind of wondering why Rise is still sitting just at the tier of the goddess. I mean, I guess he's got 1,800 in the bank. That's a catalyst. Maybe he's waiting to get the Negatron cloak at the same time, which will bring him up to about 290 is what he's going to need. Yeah. 2,090 gold to get both of them. So it looks like he might be waiting for that. Kind of a curious decision.
And, you know, Classy, you know, or actually not that Classy, Madly Bovine, you know, having that intuition, that thinking that, you know, Anivia and Shyvana are actually going to come down that direction and, you know, try to gank him in the jungle again. You know, he was able to have the foresight. He had a ward down in the blue brush. You know, he did possibly see them coming. You know, he was going to possibly do the wolves, but then he decided to go away and go straight through to the other part of the jungle. And it looks like Subterfuge is going to pick up the first dragon in the game in 14 minutes. It doesn't look like that the hungry community is going to be able to stop this. That's going to be an extra 1k gold, 1k free gold. You know, they don't have any vision at pretty much anywhere. I don't think they have any wards up. Yeah, they have no wards. The hungry community is completely dark right now.
Yeah, but Mundo does have that ward killer on him, so he'll be able to start knocking out wards here. But yes, they do need to start warding. You see, I'm still under the money screen here. You see Yorick has one ward. Mundo has some wards. Nunu does not have any wards for bottom, so maybe why they're playing pretty passive down there. They're not wanting to get caught at all whatsoever. They already gave up that double kill to Classy, so...
Yeah, you know, Classy with 2 kills. You know, Shyvana is pretty scary when she starts getting farmed. You know, she is able to deal out tons of damage without having many damage items. You know, she can build as tanky as possible and just still deal just a massive amount just because, you know, her twin bite and her burnout, just so much damage coming out.
Yeah, up top you see it's kind of checking the farm here, 129 for Riven compared to 93 for Yorick, so it's starting to get way more in favor of Jumper there, but like I said, I mean, Jumper went with the Brutalizer, so he does do, you know, the increased damage with the Armor Pen and the cooldown reduction compared to Yorick still just sitting on Tear of the Goddess with Ninja Tabby. I don't know if Ninja Tabby is a good choice there. I mean, I guess they have Caitlyn shit.
We have some damage happening bottom. Clash using his ult, but he is actually taken out. You know, they were trying to get some aggression in. You know, bottom lane. You know, we have Brunch and Clash just kind of just trying to punish Nien and SF Squad. You know, just getting those pokes backs, and you know, it's really hard for Caitlyn now to trade with Brunch, especially when he has his Bio-Arcane Barrage all the way up to level 5.
Yeah, and I think he went an interesting route with that. I see a lot of Kog'Maws like they do Berserker double Dorans into a Zeal and not get the Vamp Scepter, just get that crit and, you know, attack speed very early, but he did go with the Vamp Scepter there. We'll see if he decides to go for maybe IE first, but I mean, with Nunu, I guess you can with the Blood Boil. It will give you the attack speed and pretty much make up for not having the Zeal and Phantom Dancer right off the bat, but I don't know, kind of a curious route for him.
And it'll be interesting to see, you know, Caitlyn is still farming up to pick up her Infinity Edge. You know, she does have 2.21k in the bank, so it'll be interesting to see what the lane's going to pan out to be after she picks up that Infinity Edge. And I think Kog'Maw might back to get the Zeal soon, or might actually just pick up a BF sword straight up and just say, screw the Zeal, I'm just going to go damage straight up.
Yeah, I mean, if he's right there. He's at the 620 right now, 1620 for gold. So
ultimate is popped top, and we do have some damage happening from Jumper. He does use the flash, and he's gonna get the kill on the Soul Saker. That is another kill for Riven. That's 2-0 Riven, 148 CS. Riven is gonna start going up to be pretty scary right now. She has 1730 gold. She could possibly pick up a BF sword and just deal a massive amount of damage to you.
Yeah, it just looks like Bovine's. I haven't seen him gank once. He's level 9. He's sitting there. He's got his Kindle Gem, Cloth Armor, you know, but he hasn't ganked. I haven't seen him gank any lanes once or even really attempt to, quite honestly, and that's starting to hurt his team, I think, top lane especially, with Yorick having no support, it seems like.
Yeah, and especially, you know, you have, like, these early game champions, especially coming from Subterfuge. I mean, you have Caitlyn in lane, you know, Riven has generally decent scaling late game, but, you know, she is a pretty big bruiser in lane, just dealing so much damage to her lane opponent whenever she trades. Like, she's like one of the best at out trading another person, especially, you know, with the Broken Wings auto attack, Broken Wings auto attack, Broken Wings auto attack, you know, in level 1. That just deals so much damage. You can pretty much take a lane opponent to half. You know, they need that extra help. They do need Mundo to come up and help. He is taking out that ward, and Classy and Clinton do know, but they're not going to be able to do anything with that. And mid tower looks like it's just about to go down. With Riven, it looks like a ping went out there. They do know Riven is in there. We might have some initiation, but Madly Bovine just throwing a cleaver in there, just saying, hey, we know you're there.
Jumper does get caught under turret with that shackle. He did take a few tower shots, and the rise damage, like I said, he does hit champions pretty hard, even just right now with, you know, his catalyst here, but it wasn't enough to catch him. It looked like Madly kind of got zoned out with that wall, so they weren't able to get Jumper, but they were able to say, hey, I do damage, don't think you're just going to tower dive me left and right.
Yeah, you know, and if you actually grab that Glacial Shroud, you know, with Ryze, if Ryze actually went back to grab that Glacial Shroud and then initiated, he probably could have picked up the kill, you know, with that extra cooldown reduction, and, you know, with the extra mana, you know, he would have been able to deal just enough damage possibly to kill Riven before they did get walled off.
Yeah, and I can only imagine that Cletton would have been a little mad that Jumper just got caught there in such a somewhat what I would call a rookie mistake. Just walking in the tower with a Rise just going to shackle you down. Not something you want to do.
Yeah, I'm not 100%. I mean, he did know that they were there, and he did kind of take kind of a roundabout way, trying to go from that top tower going down around the mid tower, you know, with like Mad Blue Bovine and Summer roasted beef, you know, kind of there. Just kind of It was very risky. You know, I don't think it really paid off for him. But you know, if they did try to engage him, you know, we had Clinton and Classy on the side here. They could have taken him out 3v2.
So I just noticed all of my speculation about Kog'Maw's build was completely wrong. He did go the route for Phantom Dancer. Up top, you'll see a fight at red buff. Jumper does run in there on Yorick and Mundo. He's trying to focus down Mundo. He does pick up the kill on Mundo. Anivia has arrived, as well as Shyvana. They are going after Asian Soul Taker. Will they get him? Yes, Ignite is down. He will drop. Rise comes up with that Banshee Veil. He's going to try and do a little bit of damage, maybe. Nope, he is going to run out of there. We'll see if he can make it out. Janna has made her way around, but no, they will just let some roasted beef get out of there. That is a 2-0 trade, and Jumper does steal that red buff, so very nice. Down on bottom, they are trying to move in on Nien. It looks like they're going to tower it off. Nunu's ult did miss, but Kog'Maw is doing that damage with that Zeal. He's going to try and pick up the kill on Nunu. Does get the Nunu kill, but then falls to Kog'Maw, so 1-to-1 trade on bottom. I'd call that even, I think.
And that's definitely even, because right now, you know, the only person that's there left to defend is some roasted beef for Baron, and you know, they are taking it down. But Subterfuge is low. You know, Rise could flash across and pick up a couple kills. He does flash across, trying to pick up Squad, but he does get stunned. Oh, that might not have been the best flash. Oh, but there, you know, Janna pops her ult, just able to heal everyone while they're doing Baron, and the Subterfuge picks up the Baron. Subterfuge with a 7.5k gold advantage, but Madly Bovine on Squad, you know, catches him out in the zone. You know, is he going to be able to take down this Janna? She's down to about 600 HP, but he's going to have to back off because the rest of the team's going to show up. But Jumper shows up, does get cleavered in the face, and Jumper's just going to back off here. And, you know, they do pick up a bunch of kills there just for losing a 10 dash. And Soul Taker almost going into that brush, but backs off as Squad's is just backing right there. Did not even flinch. Wow.
Yeah, so quick 20-minute update right here for you. 2 towers for Subterfuge, 0 towers for the Hunger community. 32.4k to 24.5k in favor of Subterfuge. Just about 8k gold advantage. 9-2 on kills right here at 20 minutes. So, like you said, it looks like it's starting to snowball. They did get that Baron there, and the only person without Baron is Nien. So we'll see where this goes. Maybe they'll push. Maybe they'll just keep it a little passive, you know.
If you look at the CS advantage, they do have quite a bit of CS advantage. We do have a little bit of aggression happening from Dan Cletton and some roasted beef. But and we do have, actually, Classy taking Madly Bovine pretty low, you know, stealing a little bit more of the jungle. They do have complete, pretty much almost complete control of the jungle at this point in time. They still do have to take bot turret, and Nien is pretty low against Brunch, and Brunch could finish him off right here. Oh, he's going to try to go it, and he does get the crit off, and he does pick up a double kill here against Squad and Nien. You know, they do come a little bit too far, but here comes the rest of the team. Dan Cletton coming across the side. Are they going to figure it out in time? The flash does happen, but he does get pretty low. But Clash is stuck on an island on his own. He is going to try to run out and try to escape through the other side. We do have the Nunu chase happening. Is Nunu going to be able to get away? Oh, and Classy is in quick pursuit right here. He's just going to keep running down. Oh, he kind of backs off a little bit. I don't know if that was a miss macro or not. But, you know, Clash is going to be able to get away by running all the way across the other side of the jungle. So,
very nice trade on bottom. I actually thought that Dan was going to be able to nuke down Kog'Maw there. Brunch. I thought that Icicle might hit him and do it, but it was left him with about 120 HP, it looked like. So, very good trade on bottom. 2 more kills for Kog'Maw. He is starting his Infinity Edge, it looks like. Picked up that pickaxe. Already has his Phantom Dancer, so he went the Phantom Dancer route, and you see, like we were saying early game, once he gets his damage, he's got some crazy attack range, and even without that Infinity Edge, that attack speed just makes up for the little bit of damage he has. It just bursts you down so quickly.
Yeah, and even though with the kills, though, you know, Caitlyn is still up 1,000 gold, especially just from the amount of CS she has been able to pull out. You know, even being 1-3 and Kog'Maw being 3-1-1. But looking at Subterfuge right now, you know, they did pick up another dragon. You know, that's another 1k gold in the bank. You know, extending their lead to about 8k. They definitely have been distributing a lot of their kills. You know, Shyvana has 2 kills, Anivia has 2 kills, and you know, Caitlyn has 1, but Riven has 4. You know, they do have everything kind of quite distributed. While on the other team, you know, we just have Kog'Maw picking up all of them. You know, not many assists on the other team as well. You know, we have 3 from Nunu and 1 from Kog'Maw, and then nothing from anyone else on the other team.
Yeah, jungle, top, and mid don't have anything to show on their KDA scores right now, so hopefully that changes soon for them so they have a chance. It looks like they are going to try and catch Dan here mid, but wow, Bovine just took an outrageous amount of damage. Will he fall? Yes. Dan just nuked him down, but here comes Brunch in, trying to go after Dan. He is doing some crazy damage. The range keeping sight on him Stun goes down, but he's already egged. It looked like he will fall in mid. Jumper is moving in with Classy. They will go after Asian, pick up the kill on Asian. Nunu is trying to escape. Will Dan survive? Oh my god, Dan survives, and thank you to Jaina. They do pick up the Kog'Maw kill. They catch Nunu, and Rise is last man standing. It looks like he's going to try and run away here, maybe come back and pick up a kill before he gets nuked down here. Oh, nope, Caitlyn, Oh!
Yeah, oh, he just barely gets it off. 85 HP, everyone is in hot pursuit. You know, just trying to pick up this Rise. He is just going on a chase, but he's probably going to try to suicide himself off on the turret. But I don't think he knows that that everyone's just stopped following him. But he is running over. He's just gonna try to farm a little bit, you know, gain some more CS before he finally falls to that turret and picks up the execute. The minion picks up the execute. You know, the minions from Subterfuge now have a kill.
I mean, I guess it was a safe play. He didn't know if anybody was following him or not. He didn't want to give up that kill. But at the same time, I might have tried to port back maybe over there in between base and that wall right in that little path.
But they don't know that Jumper didn't know that the rest of the team is in. They're in hot pursuit of Jumper. You know, Madly Bovine does have his cleaver. Oh, he misses the cleaver there, but is it going to be enough? Do they have enough to be able to stop him right here? You know, all the entire team's in pursuit, and he looks like he's just going to be able to get away. Oh man, he did steal that red buff, but it was pretty risky considering that all 4 people were converging on him in their jungle.
Yeah, you see top lane, Subterfuge has a very large minion wave going pushing. Looks like Yorick's going to go up there and farm it. Their Subterfuge is pretty content with just farming right now. They just went up by 12k gold now, 13-5 on kills. They had a 4-1 trade there with a suicide by some roasted beef, so they didn't get the ace, but they did get 4 of them killed with only losing Caitlyn in the Siobhan. Who got in that fight? Caitlyn did, right?
Who went down in the fight?
Yes.
Actually, Shyvana went down in the fight, and she was the only person that actually went down in that fight.
Okay.
Caitlyn was alive, you know, she did
yeah, she was chasing
Rise, and you know, took Rise down to about 60 to 70 HP. Very, very close there, you know. They are going to be able to keep pushing down mid. You know, Baron is, I think it's going to be spawning eventually. Actually, no, it's going to be in the next, like, 3 or 4 minutes. Still a little bit. He does get the Frostfire off. Oh, but the ultimate from Classy comes just a little bit too late. Is not able to take down Brunch in that exchange.
I thought they had Cog there. It looked like they had him. You see Jumper up top just diving down on Asian Soul Taker. He's got the GA. It looks like he'll decide not to go any farther. Very close. Very fortunate there for Yorick to make it out of there alive and be able to help his team here. They will be trying to push mid. They are going to burn that tower. Rise is going to go in on Classy. We'll see what happens. Classy's pretty tanky. He didn't do that much damage. Jumper's come around. It looks like he's going to try and chase down Mundo. Mundo's ult is up. Mundo will get out of there safely. Kog'Maw's come around. Subterfuge is pretty much all half health right now except for Jumper. I don't know if they want to stay around. Oh, looks like some roasted beef does get some damage done. Jumper is going after him. Gets exhausted. That Anivia wall might actually just save somebody. Oh, Caitlyn ult does pick up the kill on some roasted beef. You see Jumper on Asian again. There's just a ton of action right now going on. It looks like there's a lot going on, but really only 1 kill so far, so...
Yeah, they do ping Baron, you know, they all are pretty low. So, you know, they do have an inhibitor down, you know, they might have to be forced to defend. Dr. Mundo goes back to heal a little bit. I think he should actually try to run towards Baron. As you know, Team Subterfuge is going down. They don't have vision of it. They have no idea that they are actually doing Baron. You know, they're just basically just going to be able to damage this and burst it down without Team THC to be able to do anything. You know, that is a Baron, and that could be the end of the game here, especially with that Baron. They're going to be able to push top and bottom down pretty much. Oh, wow, they might actually have an exchange here. Nian is chasing them pretty hard. I don't know if you want your AD carry leading this charge, but they are able to escape, and they do have a 13k gold advantage 28 minutes into this game.
If that slow would have hit from Caitlyn there, Nunu would be gone.
Yeah, Nunu would have went down very quickly because, you know, they do have the gold advantage. They do have Anivia, Shyvana. They have all this damage coming out, and you know, they basically. What do you think THC's game plan is right now, being this far behind?
Turtle, farm the super minions, farm the creeps, and just try and get. I mean, if Kog'Maw gets that Infinity Edge and starts getting the build going, oh wow. Riven just bought a Sword of the Occult. Haven't seen somebody in a competitive game buy a stacking item in quite some time, so trolling maybe. I mean, 6-0-1, maybe a little late to be getting your Sword of the Occult, but
yeah. I was gonna say that definitely getting that late sword that you called indeed. I think he cut out there a little bit, but I think it should be fine. We do have Dan Clinton picking up blue buff, and they are going to get Asian Soul Taker. He did get caught. That a nice Anivia wall come down the side, and Clinton is on a rampage. That Yorick Ghost isn't really going to do much anyway. They're just going to burst it quickly down. That is another kill for Team Subterfuge, up 15-5. They're going to push bottom tower, and being 4v5, we have Riven up top, you know, just kind of pushing those minions up so they can get a final push to end this game. This could be GG. 4v5 trying to get this last turret. You know, we have the Hungry community, you know, just trying to maybe do one last attack, you know, one last final hurrah. We do have the flash from Jumper to pick it up, and Jumper is godlike, able to just get that exchange up on him. Almost gets Mundo as well. We have Clinton coming across, hitting some roast beef. Nintendosh on the side cannot flash, and we do have the kill quickly on Rise, and that is 3 kills, and that's 4 people down, you know, and Mundo's just left alone to finish this up. The GGs do go down, and this is going to be, oh, Mundo does go down for the ace. Oh, actually, not the ace, because Asian Soul Taker spawns at the exact same time. Nintendosh is just kind of auto-attacking him right now, but the Nexus will go down very quickly. Purple team does surrender, and Dan Clinton goes down to the Nexus turret. That is GG. Team Subterfuge winning against the Hungry community. That is the end of the game, and Subterfuge will go on to the 3rd round. This is Attackfang here along with Stocky24. You can add me on Twitter, Facebook, Own3D, and YouTube. Just all you have to do is put a /Attackfang. And Stocky24, would you like to say anything before we head off this broadcast?
Stay tuned. We're going to be making watching some more Subterfuge games here for more Go4Lol. So keep watching, guys.
Yep, keep watching, and hopefully, you know, just subscribe to me if you want to see more League of Legends shoutcasting and epic plays. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you for the 3rd round game for Subterfuge.